Hello and welcome to Jump In with Jonathan. I am your host, the Pastor Jonathan Smith. I want to say thank you so very much for taking the time to listen to our podcast today. I hope that you enjoy our podcast. If you enjoy our podcast, feel free to like it, share it, subscribe to it, become a monthly supporter of it. Whether you find this on YouTube, Spreaker, Apple Podcast, however you find your podcast, thank you so very much for listening. I could not do it without you guys each and every week. As we look into our weeks so far, we've got so much going on in the world. We've got so much going on in our churches. We've got so much going on all around us each and every day. So when I think about all of these things going on, we've got distractions from the news. We got distractions from the stock market. We've got distractions from our family. We got distractions in the church. We've got distractions at work. We've got distractions on every corner that you and I turn. And one thing that you and I need to do is we need to learn to stay focused. Focus is something that you and I need to take note of. Let me encourage you, take 1 hour a day, put your phone to the side, put it on do not disturb, turn off your TV, turn off your computer, turn off everything. Maybe not for an hour, just do 15 minutes a day. And just sit in the peace and quiet for 15 minutes a day. That's all I would ask you to do. For 15 minutes a day, do nothing but sit in the quiet. And think about and clear your mind of everything that is going on. Just disconnect for 15 minutes. 15 minutes may not seem like a long time, but it is the difference of being distracted and being focused. Today we've got lots of different people taking lots of different medications. We've got people doing lots of different things because they're distracted, they're depressed, they're discouraged, they're tired of everything going on around them. But when you talk to them and ask them, what do you do for a long time? What do you do for 15 minutes a day? Could you take 15 minutes a day and disconnect from your phone, turn off your laptop or iPad, or turn off your TV just for 15 minutes and sit in the peace and quiet and just disconnect? It gives you a time to regroup. It gives you a time to reprioritize. It gives you a time to focus. It gives you a time to rejuvenate your brain and reset yourself and say, you know what? That wasn't so bad. 15 minutes, that felt good not to look at my phone for 15 minutes. That felt good not to be on social media for 15 minutes. That felt good not to be on my computer for 15 minutes. That felt good not hearing bad news for 15 to 20 minutes. That felt really good not being distracted for 15 minutes. And the first couple of times that you do this, you're going to be like, oh my God, is the 15 minutes past yet? And you'll look down, it's only been 3 minutes, only been 4 minutes, only been 5 minutes. And you're like, man, I wonder what's going on. But then when you get used to having that 15-minute a day segment of being able to reset your mind and to reset your brain, you will look forward to that 15 minutes. And that 15 minutes will seem like once you get to where you do it each and every day, that 15 minutes will seem like that it has been an eternity for you. You say, Jonathan, do you do it? I do it at least once a week. Mowing the yard is one of my biggest places of what I call my mental therapy. I get on my mower, I put my phone on do not disturb, I put a set of headphones on, and I will play music. And I won't think about anything else but the music going on around me and getting my yard mowed, weed eated, and weed killer done. And I will not look at my phone for the entire time that I'm on my mower, the entire time I'm weed eating, the entire time that I'm spraying weed killer or whatever I'm doing. I will not look at my phone. And I use that as a time to disconnect from everything in social media. And I use that time to disconnect from the world around me. And I take some time just to think for myself, to refocus, to restore my mind from having a hard week. There are evenings that I will sit for 10 to 15 minutes by myself and not have the TV on, not have anything on my phone, and just sit there and reboot my mind, because my mind goes crazy sometimes. It seems like there's a million things running through my mind. I do 2 podcasts. I pastor a church. I, I, I help manage social media for people. I help run a company. I do all of these different things, and it seems so frustrating and so aggravating sometimes when my phone rings, when my emails go off, when my messenger on Facebook goes off, or WhatsApp or Telegram or however goes off, or get emails about the podcast, or somebody asking me, hey, what's your next podcast going to be about? And I try all of these different things and keeping my mind clear. And then I get so distracted. And one of the things that I've learned that really distracts me the most is like Facebook. I'll go to get on my email to clean my email out. I've got good about my email. I check my email once a day, twice at most now. We're used to every time I got a notification on my email. And actually, I've turned my email notifications off on my phone to help give me a clearer mind throughout the day, so I do not feel as stressed out. So I go through my email once a day, and sometimes I find myself going through my email, and then I open up Facebook, then I open up TikTok, then I open up Snapchat, then I open up X, and then I open up Instagram, and then I find myself chasing myself all down through all these tunnels of all these different media, all these social media outlets, when all I was doing was checking my email. And that's why I turned my email notifications off, is because it helped me throughout the day not to be on social media so much. You say, but you post a lot. 95% of what I post is scheduled. So in order to manage my social media the way it needs to be managed, I schedule my posts to come out throughout the day, so that I'm not on Facebook, so that I'm not on Instagram, so that I'm not on X for multiple hours a day. I enjoy doing it that way. Yes, sometimes I feel like that I fall behind on what's going on around me, or somebody will send something to me and say, hey, did you see this on Facebook? Did you see that on Facebook? Or did you see this on X? Did you see this on Instagram? Did you see this on TikTok? And I'm like, yeah, I seen it, when I sat down and finally went through everything to see what's happening in the day's events. But we are getting a group of young people that cannot function without their phone. They cannot function without internet. They cannot function without these things, because they've become addicted to social media. They've become addicted to their phone. They've become addicted to wanting to be popular, wanting to be famous, wanting to know what's going on in the world each and every second. And through their addiction process to social media, to their phone, to all of these different things, they have ran up their anxiety. They have maxed out their depression. They have become bitter. They have not become better. They cannot figure out anything for themselves. For example, this morning I heard somebody say, if it wasn't for Chat GPT, I wouldn't know what to do. And I was like, what? And they's like, if I go into a store and there's 20 types of glue, I take a picture and say, hey, what type of glue do I need, instead of taking the time to read the instructions. Well, that's good and all, but you are trusting on artificial intelligence to give you a correct answer for something that is real. Unfortunately, today we have a lot of people depending on AI to get them through real life. You don't need AI to get through real life. You need real people, real family, real communication from other people to get through life. And when you receive the wrong information because you're trusting sources like AI, you're trusting Facebook, you're trusting Instagram, you're trusting X, you're trusting TikTok for your news source, your movie source, all of these things around you, you are trusting somebody to upload the truth instead of seeking it out for yourself. That is dangerous. The Bible tells us, and I don't mean to go into a sermon here, but the Bible tells us to study to show thyself approved. A workman needeth not to be ashamed, but rightly dividing the word of truth. I understand that's talking about the word of God, but that can also apply to many other areas in our life. I don't need AI to tell me what sermon to preach on Sunday. I don't need AI to tell me what songs that I need to listen to each and every day. I don't need AI to tell me what type of glue I need to use. Yes, AI is good, and I'm not knocking like Google. I'm not knocking Chat GPT. I'm not knocking social media. But what I'm saying is, when you are depending on these things to get you through each and every day, then you are depending on the wrong source. God never intended for you to be addicted to social media. We talk about addictions to drugs. We talk about addictions to alcohol. We talk about addictions to pornography. We talk about addictions to all of these other things. But let's be real. A lot of people are just as addicted to their phone, to social media, to news, to talk radio, to politics, as they are to these drugs. And what it is your mind depends on all of these things each and every day to get you through, to motivate you, to say, look, I'm better than this person, I'm better than that person. And then you wonder why at times you get depressed. You wonder at times why you get discouraged, because you do not listen to anything uplifting. You do not take time out of each and every day just to meditate and to think on things for yourself. When I think about that, David said, at morning, noon, and night will I pray. Why did he do it 3 times a day? Because he knew that in order for him to be successful, that he would need some alone time with himself, with God, and I'm going to go a step further, and with family. Today, our families cannot sit down at a dinner table without everybody being on their phone. Today, our families cannot interact without somebody being on their phone. Take 15 minutes a day, tell your entire family that we are done with the phones, we're done with the iPads for 15 minutes, we're done with the TV for 15 minutes, and we're going to communicate one with another. And rebuild not only your mental relationship with yourself, rebuild your family relationship, rebuild your spouse relationship, rebuild your Bible relationship, your prayer relationship, by blocking off 15 minutes a day for each of these things. Hey, thank you so much for listening to Jump In with Jonathan. I hope something I've said helps you out today. Please take a moment, like, share, subscribe to our podcast. We look forward to hearing from all of you. And again, thank you for everything that you guys do each and every day. Thank you so much. Have a great day. God bless.